Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Sault Monday Report. I'm your host, Rob Zagorc. Today in wrestling news, I want to announce the tragic loss of John Cena, how he was robbed from the unification title by that wet behind ears punk Randy Orton. He was ripped off, blatantly ripped off. It's got me so upset. I don't even want to talk about it. Cut the camera. Sorry about that. I got a little choked up. But overall, the TLC, it was a good event. But I'm just haunted by John Cena's loss. A hero. He's a hero to everyone. A supreme wrestler. And then for Randy Orton and his new posse to pull what they pulled. Travesty. If you haven't watched it, don't worry, you didn't miss anything. But watch it anyways. Randy Orton will get his revenge, and I'm telling you right now, I declare a rematch for John Cena. John Cena, I want to see him put a whooping to Randy Orton and show them who the real champion is. That's all I got to say about that. In today's mailbag, we have a comment from Andre Hugh. Andre writes, "Wow, this is in the Sioux now? Right on. I'm looking forward to see on of you shows. I guess when and where I want to see this guy freak out and turn." Well, Andre, from what I get from this, you're talking about the guy I had on my show a couple weeks ago, Jason Payne. That's who you're talking about. That guy creeps me out. And turn, I see all types of turns from this guy. So this must be the guy you're talking about, and I'm sure you're going to see this maniac do something equally or more terrifying and creepy at the Saw show. So January 25th, come and check him out. See your creep lord. Tonight, I have a very special guest for you. He's come here all the way from Nashville, Tennessee. He's decided to come and give us a behind-the-scenes Saw Tells All. This man has officiated every single event Saw has had. Now, from all the way from Nashville, Tennessee, I'd like to introduce Ricky Ray Ross. Great to see you, man.
Nice
How was the trip up here?
Not bad. It was getting me to get back home to do that nice green grass in the sunshine. This cold is too much for me.
I know. I'd love to go somewhere warm, but I'm kind of used to it, and I got to stay up here where I'm needed.
Before we get carried away, though, I have to correct you on one thing. I did with a lot of the matches for Saw, except for that one Heat Wave.
That's right. You were not Heat Wave. What happened there?
I got to Wawa for Heat Wave, and Mr. Business called me in his office. And when I got in his office, he got a phone call, and over here on the phone call, the inmate, for some strange reason, he stole all the titles for Saw.
So you overheard Mr. Business on the phone, and he said, inmate stole the titles?
Yes, inmate stole the titles.
So you heard that straight from Mr. Business'
I
mouth?
heard that straight from Mr. Business's mouth.
Wow. And then that's it, or what else happened? Why were you in Mr. Business's office?
After Mr. Business got off the phone, he told me that Saw is going to be going under, and this is the last show that we're going to see, and everyone in the company is going to be out of a job.
So at that moment, you were told by Mr. Business that Saw had no money.
Yes.
And we were all out of a job.
Yeah, everyone's out of a job.
So that was back, what was that, 2011?
Yeah, it was about 2011.
Yeah, so 2000, and then, so that's why there was no Saw.
That's why there's no Saw.
Wow. So who repped the match that day? That was that, Johnny No Neck, or what was his name?
Johnny Mango.
Johnny Rango. Okay, cool. So he's a newer guy, and he replaced you for that show. So you got called in the office, and you're in a So after that, what happened? You just went home?
No, Mr. Business told me I can stick around. Like he offered me some caviar and got a couple of drinks out for us.
So you sat with Mr. Business and had caviar,
Yes.
and this was going on when you just found out you're going to lose your job.
Mr. Business figured since I'm going to lose my job, he wants to give me a nice.
Oh, I see. Okay, so the gesture thing. What were your feelings when you heard you're losing your job?
I was kind of disappointed, and I wrestled ever since I was in high school as a referee. Kind of heartbroken.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, definitely. I remember when we all heard. I remember the look on everyone's faces when they said there was going to be no more Saw show. So the banks run Saw now.
Yes, the banks run Saw, and the reason the banks are doing this show January 25th is they want to give somebody an opportunity, somebody from the company, to take the company and try to make a profit with it again.
So they're going to allow someone from Saw to take over the business and turn it into a profitable business to pay the banks back, obviously.
Yes, exactly.
And then run it from there. Well, that's very nice of them. Do you know who they have in mind?
No, no one. They don't have no one in mind. It's just one of the wrestlers or somebody that works in Saw that everyone's going to sign a contract, and everyone that signs the contract is going to be eligible to get the company somehow and make a profit with it.
Interesting. So this is up for grabs. They don't have anyone figured out. They're gonna do some sort of contract signing and pick the best man, I guess.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Well, fantastic. So who's financing the show?
The bank is financing this the first show.
Well, that's very nice of them. Because without that, we wouldn't have a show. I'm glad that we're coming back and we're having a show, and it's a little bit smaller, but I think it's going to be a hell of a show. I've been hearing some of the people who are going to be wrestling at the show. It's going to be fantastic. The Vinny Da Vinci and Hexam match. What do you think about that?
Oh, I think that match is going to be off the chain. Every time Hexam and Vinny get together, they're always outperforming themselves, always bringing the match to a new hype.
So, but now you told me the titles are gone. So, is there going to be titles at the show, or?
No, there won't be any titles at this show. Hopefully, at the second show or the third show, that's when we see some titles come back in the place.
Okay, so definitely no titles. So, safe to say that we don't know if this is going to be titles on the line match, because Hexam is Cruiserweight champion.
I know Hexam is Cruiserweight champion, but we're sorry, but the MA stole all the titles, so we don't have any say about that. And we don't know where the titles are.
Okay. I understand that. Awesome. Interesting. Anything else you want to tell us about the show? Anything that you're interested in, or anything you'd like to see, or not something that you know behind the scenes, but your opinion on what you want to see at the show?
Well, no, I can't wait to see the main event, what Banks have in store for that.
Wait, why the Banks are going to be controlling the main event?
Yeah.
Interesting. And no one knows what that's going to be about.
No one knows what that's going to be about except for the bankers.
Well, that sounds alluring. On that note, check us out on the Facebooks. Check us out on the YouTubes. Please comment. I'll leave it on the mailbag. And see you next Monday. Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Sault Monday Report. I'm your host, Rob Zagorc.